Hello, welcome YouTube. Hi, I'm Viv. Today I will be getting ready for my graduation photos at home. I know I've been delaying my graduation photos for the longest time. Well, I put my studies first before everything else while everyone had their photo shoot like during week 8 out of 10. And I was like, no, I don't have time for that. I have finals to deal with. But anyways, if you're wondering why I'm qualified to be making a YouTube video about makeup and editing and all that stuff, just check out my Instagram. Shameless plug right there. Let's get started with the makeup. I'm gonna start putting on sunscreen since I opened up my blinds finally today and not stayed in the dark to put on some gray UV sunscreen. And if I'm just sitting at home, I think it's really important to just have sunscreen anyways. And I don't have a white cast going on my face. NYX HD Studio Photogenic Primer here. That everywhere. I'm gonna put on my problem areas. I don't know why. I decide I just want to film every time I'm done with my period, and that's when my skin looks the worst because hormonal acne, if you know what I mean. Put on some concealer on my problem areas right here using the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. So I'm gonna put them where I feel like it's just gonna show on pictures the most. Yeah, I was so fed up with graduation, with knowing that everyone else got to walk or have a video cam just recording when they're walking and being in person for that. And I get it, my school wanted to be so safe and careful with all this, but you know, I heard of other alternatives that don't use Zoom and you actually get to walk in person with a mask on and everything, and I would not mind that. I wish there was something they could do instead of ask for a picture, name, how to pronounce the name, and a quote or something like that. I believe I deserve more after that, so. Alright. Ooh, gee. Okay, I'm using the same concealer but in a different shade from e.l.f. Cosmetics, the Camo 16 Hour Camo Concealer, and just going underneath spots that I am most sculpted at. The key is blending with this concealer because it does dry out so easily. And I'm just using my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush here. Brush onto my nose, just snatch it. And then we're done. Alright, time to take pictures. Ooh, that was a lame joke. Okay, excuse me. To blend it with my Born This Way foundation, because this is for my right shade, but it's a little light right now during summer. And this is also kind of a right shade, but during the winter. Squeeze more on top, like that. And then I get a foundation brush to just blend it all out, to even it out on my skin. So I'm just gonna put it everywhere. And then I just take the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Oh my god, this is the best mist kind of setting spray I've ever had. Before it dries down. So I just blend it all out. Before I set, I like to go in with bronzer anyways, using the same blend brush. Don't judge me, it's going on my face anyways. And again, before I set, I'm just gonna put on some concealer under my eyes a little bit. Too much. So grab my brush and there we go. No, it doesn't really matter if my face looks a little bit caked right now since I did put extra product. We'll set our face, and I'm using the Laura Mercier right here. I know, a little bit bougie, you know. I don't get flashback with this, ever. A little brush right here like this. To a little cakiness right here. Set it under my eyes. As much as we want to cake today. The Morphe brow pencil right here, light-handed around to follow my natural shape, and I like it natural like that. I like to get old mascara. This is the Rocket Volume Express mascara. I just like to use whatever's left to set everything and make sure my brows look naturally ploofed, I guess. I'm gonna take the Dream Street palette. I'm gonna grab this color right here, Shooting Star, that I would like to sculpt up my eyes a little bit. Light strokes of blending so I don't have to do too much work. I would like to elongate my eyes a little bit because I don't feel like having to go downwards like how my natural eye shapes are. Now it looks like I have some depth in my eyes a little bit. Using a smaller brush, I'm just gonna go in with the color Magical, this peachy kind of color right here. Tap it into the inner half of my eye. I feel like with this light shadow, it helps with my hooded uneven eyes, so I know exactly how it would look. All right, next I would do something different than usual, which is curling my lashes first and putting on mascara. I'm using the Shiseido curler right here, and it helps a lot with my straight, short lashes. I like to curl and put on mascara on my lashes beforehand, that way I know where exactly I can put the direction of my eyeliner. I'm gonna use the Essence Long Lasting pencil liner right here, or crayon liner, and I'll check to see which direction my lashes go and follow that direction with the liner as well. And using the KVD tattoo liner, so I'm just gonna go lightly, boop, like that. Alright, so I just follow the curve of my natural shape of my eye a bit, but also extended it. That way I feel like, compared to the two eyes, I look like I'm pretty much dolled up. The tricky part is trying to do it the same with the other eye by making them even. Alright, that looks even enough. Considering how much real estate is on one eye versus the other eye, I think it looks the best in its capabilities right now. And then before I finish my eyes, I like to still go into the Dream Street palette and use my liner brush right here. And I'll go into the color Elfish, which is a bit of a chocolate kind of brown right here. And then go right above the wing. Give it a little bit more dimension to my lids and just connect it to my crease right here. Same thing on the other side. Last thing. So now I'm using the blush, which is from ColourPop in the color Desert Rose right here. Kind of contour more. Taking my crusty highlighting palette right here. I know I need to get a new highlighter. My highlighter brush from e.l.f. right here. Go into these two colors. Right in these. Honestly, this highlight just doesn't disappoint me. My nose, the bridge. Is a bit of a natural glow with this palette. And taking a small M431 Morphe brush. I'm just gonna go with the same colors. This really changes the game here. I figured I might just go full banger with the fake lashes. My friend gave me these lashes and they're a little bit too fluffy for me, so I cut them in half and decided to put it at the end of my lash line, right being the duo glue in the black one. Alright, time to get my hair done. So there we go, the lashes, the hair is ready to be done. This is how one curl looks, and that's how I curled one side of my bangs. Alright. Okay, so this is my hair. It took me a little bit longer. Yeah, I think it looks good, especially since I'm gonna wear a hat in my picture. Don't mind them. I really like loose curls now that I have like longer hair. Now I have aerial hair, I guess. I always forget to do this. I have this lip liner from NYX Professional, and this was recommended by TikTok. And this is in the color Ever, I believe. And then taking this old lipstick I got from like a gift bag. It's like a similar color to it, and I believe it's Blanco. There we go. I like to use a color that's closer to my natural lip with giving it some tint. That way it looks fuller. I'm gonna wear a traditional Vietnamese outfit. It's called an ao dai. It's typically like something kind of, it's pretty, I don't know, Aoi is kind of sexy to me, I'm just saying, and it's also beautiful. All right, I'm gonna put that on and get my chair all up to this wall, and I'll show you the process of me taking pictures. All right. Okay, I got my whole setup over there. Kind of looks creepy. Okay, the door open, something like that looks creepy, but I have like a bag of my clothes out there. And then look at my hat, look at my cap. Try to clip this on. I'm not gonna put it fully on. Yeah, I think it looks better if I just keep it not fully on, because I did that in high school and it did not look good. Okay, there we go, the gown. Legit, if I had my graduation, I might just wear my Aoi. And then I have my VSA. There we go, the stole. And then I have my actual school stole. I'm supposed to have like multiple stoles, but because of COVID, they're making us pay for it. I'm just really cheap. That's just how it is. Go all even, and then watch me take pictures. I have my phone hooked up to my watch, Apple Watch, so I can just take pictures on here. Alright, this is Viv from another day. This is the process of me editing. I've been using Airbrush and Procreate, which are my #1 apps that I usually use just to edit photos or just to try to be creative. So I just look up student graduation photos on Google, and specifically college graduation photos. So this is my favorite photo so far, and this is an example of what I would want it to look like. You know, your old photos from when you're a kid, sometimes the company would make you look so airbrush and photo finish, and it just doesn't look realistic. It just looks like a CoverGirl ad after seeing the before photos. So yes, I'm just gonna go in airbrush and do the most exaggerated edit on my face I'll ever do in my life, okay? So I'm using the acne button just to go through the little buttons of acne in general. And I'm just going through my chin, forehead, and my cheeks, and I like to get the little pecks of hair on there as well. That way it just gets rid of it all. And I want to show you what this app can do in the long run if you ever need to get rid of that one strand of hair, because I always have a strand of hair getting stuck in my mouth like just now, and there's always some random blemishes that I didn't know that was there, or like something I just cannot control. I'm trying to be realistic here with how these portraits would have turned out if I actually showed up to graduation photo day and actually got it done, but I rather do it at home because I don't want to stand in line with a bunch of other kids, but also like take on off the mask and not knowing how it's going to be edited in the long run. Yeah, this is the easier way for me. And then I'm gonna go through the smooth button to just smooth out everything to look exactly like the sample pictures that I have showed just earlier. Going through the eye bags, of course, getting rid of all the hair, and making my teeth look a lot more white. And this is my biggest insecurity, which is like my yellow teeth other than my blemishes. You're Viet, you got cafe seudat in your veins and in your mouth and just in your whole entire system, and you just cannot avoid everything. I whitened out my eyes as well, that way it makes it brighter, and that's basically what a photo editor would do at your school pictures, especially at your graduation pictures. So I put everything in Procreate and then looked up a background, a typical background, a desired background. You know how like in America they send out the package to your parents of which background you want for your school pictures, and it's just still ugly as heck. Still pick the ugly ones to be true to whatever this is, and to make it look like it belongs in your parents' wallets or your grandparents' refrigerator. Yeah, exactly. So I went through using different techniques of the eraser and the brushes to get rid of like the background, my wall, and so forth. That way it blends into the portrait's background clearly. I'm still experimenting on the different brushes and technique because I am not an actual graphic designer. This is only a guide as a non-professional, cheap AF, and tired of just random people editing you. So I'd rather do it myself if it has to be that bad and look more authentic. But anyways, yeah, this is just my choice of doing something different and I don't know, saving your life. Yeah, try to be careful with like the little parts that show up, like the background parts that show up in like little bits and pieces of your hair, as you can see, but you know, that's just the process of it. And I did the same thing to the other photo as well. By the way, I am using an Apple Pencil for this because I don't know, it's just easier to glide onto everything, so it smooths things out quickly and makes some straight lines. I have used this other Apple Pen before, like a knockoff right here, and I just carry this everywhere where I leave this at home. That way I make sure I don't lose $100, and it was a gift. Well, thank you to the person who gifted this for me. But I also bought this for $20 just because I was desperate and didn't want to drop $100 on this. I mean, this does the job of like signing things, getting some notes in. I mean, yeah, but it's just gonna be all squiggly and it does not look neat. It just looks a whole mess and you look like you got arthritis or something in your hands. And so I think this will make it look like you are perfectly abled, I guess, but you know, true to you, do what you do what you need to do just to not break the wallet and get the job done as well. So yes, this is my cheap guide to a portrait, a graduation portrait, and you can do the same for whatever grade, and you can do it for your kids. But yes, at least you look okay and you feel accepted in your grandparents' wallets and on their fridges or wherever they're gonna put it. I hope that helped you, and I wish you luck. Congrats to whatever grade you graduated in, and congrats to class of 2021. Yeah, you know what I mean. But anyways, see you till next time.